Okay, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to our Fall Awards Night. My name is John Longley, Director of Athletics. Special thanks to Paul Forrest and members of the Booster Club for hosting tonight and for doing the pizza and the awards for the kids and the CAF. And so thank you to Paul and the Booster Club. I know many of you participated in the Turkey Trot on Sunday, which is a great event. We had over 500 runners. So thanks to the club and Paul again for putting on that fundraiser and supporting NHS Athletics. So thanks to them. A round of applause for Paul and the Booster Club. This is a special time of year with Thanksgiving and the holidays coming. Thank you for coming tonight and celebrating our student athletes, coaches, and parents for all of their work over the course of this fall and for the many years that they've participated or contributed to Norwood athletics. This has been a really successful fall, one of the most successful falls that we've had in recent years. We had 5 teams qualify for the state tournament. We had 2 TVL championship team, a state finalist team, over 20 TVL All-Stars, 2 MVPs, 2 coaches of the year. So congratulations, really fantastic fall. Thank you to Dr. Thompson, the school committee, and the Norwood High administrative team for all of their support. Thanks to Ron Marshalsea, Jack Tolman, and everyone at NCM for their continued coverage. And special thanks to Ron for putting together the highlight video tonight. So round of applause for NCM and all their work. Thank you to our support staff, Mildred Maldonado, Anne-Marie Busler, John Willett, Kate Danner, Kate Notabart, Rebecca Newman, for all of their efforts this fall. Thank you to them. Before we do the highlight film, we'd like to recognize our Letter Jacket Award winners. And any student athlete that feels like they may have deserved an award, a jacket, and haven't received them yet, you can see me after the program tonight, or you can always see me in school, because there's always a few, we've been trying to catch up with the new system, and I think there's a few more students that may be deserving and would like to recognize you. So if you would please stand when you're called, but please hold the applause to the end and you'll collect your jackets. Ms. Busler will hand them out at the end of the program out near the equipment room. So first, Corey O'Brien, Joe Paredes, Nevin Kelly, Dan Martin, Marie Moore, Ava Hines, Matt Banks, Tim DeBlasi, John Dwyer, Jerry Fry, Matt Mahoney, Brandon Santana Ramirez, Jared Tinlin, Natalie Martin, Cecilia Becker, Julia Mace, Maggie McDermott, Colleen Brady, Kaylee Delamere, Colleen Sisk, Andrew Gillis, Ben Fingston, Frankie Sheehan, Emily Spadorsha, Bridget Sopel, Morgan Nauman, Bridget Conley, Sophie Cruz, Evan O'Neill, Ava O'Neill, Drew Bartuca, and Danny Rousseau. Congratulations. Okay, we'll start tonight's program with the fall highlight video.
sizing up the Millis keeper. He moves in, and he still puts it through! He's done it! A.B. Remy with a goal to tie up the game for the Mustangs with, what do you think, Joe? Maybe a minute left in this
maybe.
game.
I tell you, this is wild right now.
Thanks again to Ron and NCM for putting that together. First to start our program off will be girls and boys cross country, Alana Keedy and Amy Worcester.
Hello everybody. Thank you all for coming tonight to support and celebrate our athletic programs. Thank you to the rest of the coaching staff, Amy and Jeff. And thank you to John, Mildred, Anne Marie, Bob, and Christina, and NCM for all your help and support. I also want to thank the whole team for a successful and fun season. Our team this year was made up of only 8 girls. Although we were a very small team, this season we had a lot of accomplishments. Our goal was to get better each week and to drop our times. Our runners made tremendous progress every week and always tried their best, which is more important than our record. We have a very young, talented team. We're only graduating 1 senior. So I'm excited for what's ahead in the upcoming seasons. It's been an honor to coach all of you. We brought so many unique strengths to the team. We chose 3 award winners, MVP, and 2 coaches awards. These girls had an amazing season, and some were brand new to the sport. They all put in so much time and hard work and led by example. I want to acknowledge all of your efforts and dedication that you put into the sport. It didn't go unnoticed. Our first coaches award goes to Joy Robinson. Joy is not here tonight, unfortunately, so I'll keep this short. Joy was constantly our number 2 or 3 runner and competed in a couple invitational meets as a freshman. We could always count on her to dig deep and give her best. I'm so happy that she's only a freshman and can't wait to see her become a competitive runner in the TBL. Next up, we have the second coach's award goes to Karen Gorman. Karen is also only a freshman, but she truly deserves this award and recognition. She was always at practice and never complained. We could throw any kind of track workout or long run at her, and she would do it without any questions. She makes running look so easy. She's very mentally tough and just glides right through the course. I can tell she really loves the sport and wants to succeed. Karen ran in a couple invitational meets and even medaled at the Twilight meet in Cape Cod. Karen also ran divisionals this season, which is a huge accomplishment for a 9th grader, and she did really well against some big competitors. The future looks bright for Karen, and I can't wait to keep working with her during the indoor track season. Nice job, Karen. And lastly, we have MVP, which is Natalie Martin, of course. It still blows my mind how this is Natalie's first cross-country season based off of her performance and times. Natalie was always our top runner and placed at most dual meets. She had 2 first-place finishes against Westwood and Ashland. She's ranked 7th overall in the TBL with a 5K time of 19:15. I know she can drop that time and be below 19, but unfortunately, an injury cut her season short. She wasn't able to compete in divisionals, but she would have qualified onto all states based on her times. She's a coach's dream, always doing what she's told and willing to put in extra time and work to be better. She's been working diligently to heal by going to PT, foam rolling, stretching, even swimming, anything it takes to heal. She's a 3-season runner here, so we're on to indoor track now. I'm so excited to see Natalie go out there to show her speed and break some records. Natalie was also named a TBL All-Star. We are also proud of her and her massive accomplishments. MVP goes to Natalie Martin. And I want to give a final shout out to our one and only senior, Sophia. I hope you're so proud of all you accomplished during your cross-country season. Best of luck in the future with whatever you may decide to do, and thank you.
Hey, good evening. I'd like to begin by thanking John Longley, Mildred Maldonado, and Anne-Marie Bussler for all their support this season. I'd also like to thank NCM for the video and their coverage, the DPW Buildings and Grounds for keeping our course in fabulous shape, and our cross-country parents for all their help at the conference meet, and coaches Alana and Jeff, Mr. Loja. Lastly, I'd like to recognize and thank Nord High School Boosters President Paul Forrest. For the past 10 years, Paul's been helping the cross-country program with the setup and organization of our league meet. Paul has literally been at the Coakley Middle School helping us set up with the sun rising. Thank you again for your many years of support to Nord High School athletics and our program. Paul's stepping down as president at the end of this year, so thank you very much, Paul. We had a young team this year. Actually, all of our starters on the starting line at the divisional race were all underclassmen. We made incredible improvements throughout the season. We had 4 athletes get up get on and move up on our best times list at the Copley Middle School, so congratulations to Ryan Murray, Jonah Mikulek, Justin Banks, and Corey O'Brien. As a team, our best race of the season was at the TBL Championship, where almost everyone on the team ran a personal best. I'm really proud of the team for their sportsmanship, work ethic, and how they represented us this year. I would also like to recognize our 3 seniors, Anthony Kavanaugh, Michael Colony, and Jonah Mikulek. We have loved coaching you. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors and hope you always keep running. We have 3 coaches awards. Our first award is going to freshman Justin Banks. He's not here tonight. He was a newcomer who really showed a lot of promise this season. He finished in our top 5 all season. He medaled at the Twilight Invite, finishing in the top 25 in a race of 260 runners. He placed first in the TBL freshman race. He ran with a lot of guts, and we're excited to see him grow as a runner in the next 3 years. Our first coach's award is Justin Banks. Our second coach's award is Jonah Mikulek, who is also not here. When the coaches and I spoke about who our award winners would be this season, this athlete's name came up not only for most improved runner, but as a leader on our team. This was by far his best season across country. He improved by over 2.5 minutes throughout the season. He saved his best race for last, running a personal best at the TBL Championship. He was the voice that we needed for warm-ups and motivational speeches. And our last award. He's a great runner, but an even better person. I've had the privilege to have had him not only as a student in elementary school, but to coach him for multiple seasons at the high school level. He was one of our top runners all season. He ran over a minute faster than last year with a personal best of 17:46, moving up to number 9 on our best times list at the Copley. He's quiet, but always leads by example. He's a great teammate, a hard worker, and an overall joy to coach. Our final coach's award is to Ryan Murray. Good luck to the football team on Thursday, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, coaches. Next up will be boys soccer and head coach John Lockhead.
Hello. So first off, I just want to thank John Longley and the rest of the athletic department for all your help, especially because this is my first year coaching, so I appreciate it. I also want to thank Despina, the athletic trainer, for keeping our guys healthy all year, and also just being there whenever we needed her, so thank you, Despina. And again, I just want to thank all the parents for all your support this year. I know me and the guys really appreciate it, so thank you. As for the season, I'm very proud of this group for all the improvements that we made throughout the year. The boys put in a lot of work to get better every day. With every practice, every game, you picked up the intensity, picked up the effort. And you know, our play at the end of the season was night and day from the beginning of the season. And a big part of that was our seniors. Our seniors are great leaders this year. You know, they really set the tone in practices and in games for how intense we need to play. They helped build a really good foundation for us this year. It's definitely a big step in the right direction. So I'm excited for the next few years, and thank you to the seniors and for the boys coming back. Make sure you're ready for next year. For the awards, first off, we have a coach's award, which is going to Abdul Remy. AB is a true competitor. He wants to win more than anyone. He plays center mid, really tough position, but he's a very, very good work ethic. Creates big problems for opposing players in the midfield, and as you all saw, scored that huge PK 2 minutes ago to get us our first tie of the season. So well done, AB. unsung hero, Nevin Kelly. So Nevin was a senior captain. He grew more and more confident as the year went on. He was a great leader on the team, made sure everyone was taking practice seriously, never gave anything less than 100%. Was just a great role model for how the players should play, and we're definitely going to miss him next year. So well done, Nev. And last is the team MVP, who was also TVL All-Star this year, Giacomo Saratori. Bo played center back and was just an absolute beast back there. He's great in the air, very aggressive, hard tackler. He saved us time and time again in the back line with his hard challenges. He was also a senior captain. Great job motivating the guys, making sure everyone was giving 100%. He's definitely going to be tough to replace next year. So, well done, boys.
Thanks, Coach. Next up will be girls soccer and Kim Brinklow.
So again, I'd like to start off by thanking the boosters for this night. It's a great way to celebrate our student athletes every season. I'd like to thank John Longley, Mildred, Anne-Marie Bustler, MCM, Norwood Youth Soccer for working with us and sending us ball girls, and all the trainers that worked with us throughout the season. Special thanks to Coach Kate and Coach Janine for their help and support throughout the season. So our season wasn't as we had expected. However, we continued to battle every game. We worked hard. We never gave up. We started to turn around in the last 2 weeks of the season and gain traction, but of course we ran out of a little bit of time. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up where we left off at the end of this season. I'd like to thank the 7 seniors, Alexa, Lauren, Michaela, Julia, Maggie, and Sophia. You will be missed. You've been with me for 4 years now, and it's going to be sad to see you go. Our award winners. Our Mustang Award goes to the girl that has been a 2-year senior captain. She has led the team with endless effort. Her passion to win and her desire to compete has always been obvious by her physical play on the field. Our Mustang Award winner is Michaela. Our next is our most improved player, is a senior girl who worked really hard on her skills in the off-season, and it showed. She earned a starting position this season and worked tirelessly to help the team, both in practices and games. Sophia Vendetti. And finally, our MVP, who is also a Tri-Valley League All-Star. She's a 4-year varsity starter and has kept us in countless games. Without her athleticism and fearlessness in goal, we definitely would not have been able to compete in as many games as we did. This year's MVP is Trish Lukowski.
Thank you, Coach. Next up will be girls volleyball and head coach Pauline Blatt.
First of all, I would also like to thank our athletic department, John Longley, Mildred Maldonado, and Anne-Marie Bustler for all their efforts this season. as well as our administration for all their support throughout the season. I would also like to thank our NHS boosters for everything they do for our teams. And I'd also like to thank our trainers who helped us throughout the season, NCM for having great footage, and my staff, Fiona Shaw and Lauren Blasco. Last year, I can recall standing here at the podium and talking about how we were so close to making tournament. This year, not only did we break through and make tournament, in my opinion, one of the toughest divisions, Division II. We were in the top 32 at 28. We had a home match. We won that home match against Chelsea 3-0. We went on the road and played a tough Duxbury team, and that loss did not define our season because we accomplished so much. I knew from day one we had a group that could be successful. We started off a little slow, but I knew that those tough matches early on against Medfield, who lost in the state championship, as well as Holliston, who was a top 5 team, and Hopkinton, who was a top 10 team, would get us battle tested for the future. We won 4 out of 5 games in the middle of our season and had one of the most tremendous comebacks I've ever seen in volleyball. In volleyball, you go to 5 sets. We were down 2-1 in set 4. We won set 4. We're down 14-10 when you go to 15 in set 5. Scored 6 straight points and won that 16-14. And I knew from there that we had the capability to make tournament. We also accomplished so much this season on and off the court. We had a great big pink night and raised money for two important families. And you can recall that this team always stuck together and had great connection. If you watch our sidelines, we called it the Benergy, the bench energy, and that was a great thing to have on the sideline. Some of our other accolades this season, we had 2 first-team All-Stars, Colleen Brady and Natalie Gale. And also honorable mention, Molly Federico. Now for our awards. Our first award goes to a player who's a born leader. She has a background in student council and it showed. She played 6 rotations for us and was last year a back rotility player, and this year showed us that she really could play the front row and had an excellent season at the front row. She improved so much throughout her 4 years here, was one of our best coverage players, which was an emphasis team-wide this year. She finished the season with 46 kills, 76 service points, 23 aces, and 254 service receptions. I'd like to give this year's Coach's Award to Kiki Delmer. Our next award goes to a player that had an excellent season. It was her 3rd season with us, and she really turned into a leader this season. She is our setter and one of our captains. She works hard and it shows. She shows the younger players and helps them out and leads by example. She served at 96% this season, which was the top on our team. And she also had so many assists for us. 400 to be exact, on her way, working towards 600 and looking for 1,000 next year. She's someone that wants to achieve more, and she works hard in the off season to do that. She had so many accolades this season, as well as All-Star. This year's co-MVP goes to Colleen Brady. This next award goes to a player, it's her 2nd year on varsity. And last year she showed that she really wanted to spot beating people out. She accomplished so much this season, as well as a TBL All-Star. She led our team with 24 blocks, over 180 kills, 96% from the service line as well, and she improved so much on defense with 65 digs. She's a great leader, she's a great athlete, and a great student. This year's co-MVP goes to Natalie Gale. In closing, I'd like to wish our 5 seniors, Julia, Serena, Natalie, Molly, and Kiki, the best in their future endeavors. Thank you for paving the road for our underclassmen. Also, congrats to all the other teams on their accomplishments this season.
Thank you, Coach. Next up will be fall cheerleading and head coach Joe Buckman.
Good evening. I would like to start by thanking John and Mildred for all they do for the cheer program, for myself and my team. Thank you to Dr. Galligan for his support, the Boosters for all they do for Norwood Athletics, to our trainer Bob and Despina for keeping the girls healthy and on the mat, and to Anne-Marie Bustler for all her assistance with uniforms. To my 3 exceptional captains, Lucy Scafati, Madison Tutulio, and Chloe Hall, thank you for all your hard work and leadership this year. You led this team with dedication, kindness, and enthusiasm. Our season started obviously in August with a new division. We were co-ed for the first time in about 6 years. And we also decided to go with a new choreographer. As the weeks went on, we could see the team start getting in sync and things coming together. At our first competition in Milford, our goal was to get a read on our cheer and dance. Not only did we get that positive feedback, but we also took 3rd place with a score of a 62.9. And a solid performance, especially hitting our one man for the first time in competition with Aiden, Chloe, and Ava. Our next competition was in Billerica with an increase of our score by 13.3 points to a 76.2 and took 2nd out of 6 teams. Our competition in Norton, we took 2nd out of 7 teams and while increasing our score. At our TVL League competition, we were 5th in the league, but 1st in the Tri-Valley League co-ed division, beating our competition by 10.4 points. With a score of 75.9, we qualified for regionals. We put our best performance on the mat at regionals. We took 4th in the region with a high score of 81.7, which qualified us for the Massachusetts State competition. This was the first time since November of 2016 that the fall cheer squad had made states. At states, we scored 7th in the state in the large co-ed division. We reached our highest score of the season in pyramid and tumbling. It was a great performance. I'm so proud of all that this team achieved this season. We set goals to increase our skills, to reach regionals and states. All 3 of these goals were met. This is truly a very special team that is talented in so many ways. To my seniors, Chloe, Lucy, Madison, Abby, Emily, Mairead, and Jonty, it has been an honor and a joy to be part of the Norwood High School experience, the sport of cheer. Your hard work and commitment these past 4 years to cheer is second to none. You came to every practice with enthusiasm, spirit, and readiness to learn. You worked hard on your skills and improving them every practice, game, and competition. You were role models to the underclassmen for your work ethic, kindness, and leadership. You have definitely set the bar high for future seniors that follow in your footsteps. I know as we move forward to your future, you will be successful in achieving your goals and dreams. To my remaining cheer squad members, as we move forward, we will miss our talented seniors next year, but I feel that the future of NHS cheer looks bright and look forward to continuing our journey. Our TVL All-Stars for the fall of 2023 were Kaylin Carrero and Aiden Ferrioli. These 2 athletes are 2 of the top athletes in tumbling, stunting, jumps, and dance. On to our awards. This athlete, all 4 years, came to practice prepared, on time, positive attitude, and ready to learn and work hard. She was always kind and respectful to her teammates and coaches. She did not start cheering until her freshman year, but developed into a talented flyer. She was always ready to try different skills, and most times she perfected them. She has an outstanding work ethic, dedicated to her team, and always ready to help her coaches. She was a role model for her underclassmen. It was an honor and a joy to coach her. The Fall Coaches Award for cheerleading goes to Madison DiTullio. This next athlete started her career journey, her cheer journey, just 4 years ago. She was always working on her skills and putting in the extra effort. Year after year, her skills improved, and she became one of the team's top athletes. She was a leader by example, always kind and respectful to her teammates and her coaches, and dedicated to the sport of cheer. I enjoyed coaching her these past 4 years, and she will be missed. This season, the Fall Coaches Award for cheerleading goes to Lucy Scafati. This next athlete worked hard to improve her skills in cheer. We pushed her out of her comfort zone this year, and she accepted the challenge. Last year, she was a front spot for our team, but this year we needed a back spot, and she stepped in. And she did not disappoint. Not only did she develop into her exceptional back spot, but she's one of the team's top jumpers, tumblers, and dancer. It is my pleasure to present the Most Improved Award for Fall 2023 to Jonty Riley. In closing, I would like to wish the senior class of 2024 all the best in their future plans, and the football team good luck on Thanksgiving Day. We will be cheering you on.
Thanks, Coach. Next up will be golf head coach Chuck Allen.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank Paul and his staff for having us tonight. I'd also like to thank John Longley, Anne Marie Bustler, Mildred Maldonado, NCM for all they did for us. I also like to thank Nova Country Club because they do a lot for the kids, and it's a great thing to have. I also like to thank my assistant coach, Chris Folan, and I'll also like to thank all the student athletes in here tonight. Our golf record this year was 9-7. We qualified for the tournament the past 8 years in a row. They should be proud of doing that. And this year we moved up to Division I in golf, which was a little eye-opening, so it was tough. When I started coaching the golf team, we only had 12 or 13 kids try out, and now we're up to 35 kids trying out for golf, which is great. Now to my awards. I have 2 coaches awards this year. They're both going to go to my captains, Zach Badger and Teddy Caparata. They both was both these guys were second and third on the team with averages of 6.28 and 6.13. They both were great teammates, great leaders and role models, helped out with rides, and they were honorable mention in All-Stars. My last award is the MVP, and I've been coaching up here for a little while. I don't usually give MVPs out that often, but this goes to a young man, a freshman, Tommy O'Brien. He averaged 3.56 this year. He was first team TVL All-Star, played in all 16 matches, plus in the tournament. He has a bright future if he stays with it. In closing, good luck to the football team on Thursday, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thanks, Coach. Next up will be football head coach Manny Lopes.
Thanks, guys. I'd like to start off by thanking that group over there. Football's a long season. we just had our last practice for our seniors out there today, and you know, when you do the math, it's 6 days a week for 3.5 months. And I push them pretty hard, and we expect a lot out of them, and they come ready to go all the time. But special thanks to them that they put in the work, and you know, it shows on the field. The 4 captains, TJ Wyman, Maddie Mahoney, Ryan Keneally, and Ben Kelly, really set the groundwork for what we expect as a program, and it paid off this year. Second thanks would be to the student athletes, and especially the fans that come to our games. Our kids thrive on it. We love the noise. Coach Bartuka, the first game of the season, turned around and told them, hey, look at this. This is something special. This is something awesome. This is why high school sports exist. To come and cheer on your team, cheer on the people that are in it, and you know, it was really a good season. We kind of fell short of our goal. We won the TVL, but one of our goals was to win a playoff game, and we fell short. But I think the future is bright, and I think, you know, we took the TVL championship this year. I expect us to take it again next year, and as long as I'm here, we're going to be competing for it. So we'll go into our All-Stars this year. We have 7 All-Stars, which led the TVL. Maddie Mahoney, who was also MVP of the league. TJ Wyman, Ben Kelly, Nate Sue, who was Defensive Player of the Year. Drew Bartuka, Jack Dwyer, and Brian Dearborn. Those are our leaders. We also had 2 honorable mentions, Ryan Keneally and Danny Russo. Ryan was an all-star last year, got injured this year, so you know, he got his, and I expect Danny to get his next year. Awards. We'll start with Offensive Player of the Year. Anybody that's come to our games, it's no surprise what we do. We plan on just lining up head-to-head, and we're going to come at you. I tell our guys all the time, we are a run-first team. We are a physical football team. Everything starts up front. So our Offensive Player of the Year is our best offensive lineman, and one of the best offensive linemen I've got to coach since being here, TJ Wyman. Defensive Player of the Year. Hard for an inside guy to get this. We went through the stats before I went to the TVL meeting. As an interior defensive lineman, it's hard to throw up numbers like he did, but Nate Sue had 79 tackles, 7 sacks, and I would say 90% of the time was going against someone twice his size. Kid's been great for us. We're going to miss him next year. Defensive Player of the Year, Nate Sue. Our MVP and the MVP of the league, and one of the best players I've ever had a chance to coach. You know, we put him to the test early and said, you know, don't lose a sprint in practice. Don't let anyone beat you on anything. Win every play. The kid did it all year long. Any of you guys that have been out to watch him play, he's a phenomenal football player. We had an alum, lead singer of the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, Dickie Barrett, came by to see us at practice over the summer, and I told him, we have the best player in the Tri-Valley. If he stays healthy, there's no one that can compare to him. He stayed healthy. He put up huge numbers offensively, defensively. The kid played every snap, and when he came off the field, he got pissed at me and said, Coach, put me back out there. Let me go do this. Let me go do that. He's got a motor that don't stop. I think he's now getting fully healthy, so I expect a great basketball season. Maddie Mahoney, MVP. Thank you all. I appreciate it. I hope you guys come out on Thanksgiving. It should be a fun one. We hope to get that trophy back.
Thanks, Coach. Next up will be field hockey head coach Allison Dellner.
I'm going to echo a lot of people in the thank yous, but thank you to Dr. Galligan and the administration staff here at Nord High for their support this fall, John Longley and the Boosters for putting on tonight, Despina, the athletic trainer, our Friends of Field Hockey parent group, specifically Kelly Sidorsha, Patty Cruz, and Carrie Pritchard. Thank you to Nord Community Media, Jack Tolman, Kathy Chacoy, and Nora Glenn for all the coverage they've provided for our team throughout the state championship. I know so many family members, friends, and alumni were able to tune in and root for the girls. Big thank you to Tony Sidorsha for all of his efforts in getting tickets for the students to be able to come out at no cost to cheer us on. Not only was it motivating for us and the girls, it was fun. I think the kids had fun being there, and the girls gave them something to cheer for. Thank you to Al Penza, who runs our youth program, our manager, Molly Roach, my coaching staff, Caitlin, Sammy, Maddie, and Rose. Thank you guys for being my sounding board, bringing me down to earth at times, and bringing your unique experiences and love for the game each day to practice and games. It's crazy to think that it's already mid-November because it feels like August just started yesterday. As a staff, we were so impressed with the work the girls put in the off-season, from participating in different clubs, indoor leagues, summer leagues, Sunday night skills. The girls were committed to making sure this would be a successful season, and I think we can all agree they did that. This fall was memorable for so many reasons. Records were broken, history was made, and we had a lot of fun doing it. After only scoring 19 goals all last year, we knew a big goal for this year was to become more aggressive offensively. We certainly did that. We matched last year's total in just our first 3 games, and as a whole were able to put up 88 goals this year while only allowing 20 against us. We had 10 regular season games and 3 playoff games that ended in shutouts of our opponents. These numbers show not only how awesome our offense played, but how tough and cohesive our defensive unit was. Playing in the TBL, we faced some great competition throughout the season. We had big wins against strong teams like Westwood, Hopkinton, and Dover Sherborne. It was a huge accomplishment to go undefeated in the TBL this fall. 9 out of the 10 teams in the league qualified for the postseason, which goes to show the level of competition we were up against. We also played some tough non-league games against strong opponents such as Walpole, Braintree, and Canton, which helped prepare us for the postseason in different ways. At the beginning of the playoffs, I think as coaches we had a feeling this group was capable of something special, but honestly, special doesn't even really do justice for what this group accomplished. We kicked it off with a big win against Wayland, and then went on to shut out Notre Dame Hingham and Doherty Memorial to punch our ticket to the semifinal game versus Somerset Berkeley, which was probably the best high school field hockey game I've ever seen. The passing, the communication, the defense, the off-ball movement, it was all precise, and because of that, we were able to beat a tough, skilled team and earn a spot in the first ever state final championship game. The game was an absolute battle. It took a bit for us to get going offensively, but eventually Ava Hines was able to find the back of the net. Reading was relentless though, and eventually tied it up, which sent the game into overtime. Although the finals didn't pan out exactly how we would have liked, hold your heads high. A 16-2 regular season record, 14-0 in the TBL to be specific. Shea Larkey setting a new single season scoring record, undefeated TBL champions, 4 TBL All-Stars in Shea Larkey, Lindsay Rogers, Ava O'Neill, and Emily Spidorsha. Honorable mention Ava Hines, 3 postseason shutouts, first trip to the Final Four in the new playoff format, and a hard-fought semifinals win and a first ever state finals appearance. That's quite a list of accomplishments and wouldn't have been possible without every single player in our program. To the players returning, I know the emotions are raw, and we the coaches are feeling them too. Write it down, remember it, bottle it up. The revenge tour is coming next year, and everyone better watch out. To our 5 seniors, Eve, Katie, Lauren, Lindsay, and Sophie, thank you. Your leadership, passion, and dedication to the program went above and beyond. You led this team to make history, and for that we can't thank you enough. And now for our awards. The first award we're doing is our Most Improved Award. This year's Most Improved Award is given to a woman who worked incredibly hard this offseason to earn her spot in our starting lineup. Last year, she came off the bench for us and would step in wherever we needed her. But this year, she held down the left side on defense and made it very challenging for opposing offenses to generate momentum. The left is not an easy side to play in field hockey, but she played the game with confidence, poise, and grit. Her ability to get her feet around, get strong clears off, and read the splits got better and better each game. No matter game or practice, she always showed up and gave 100%, which is reflected in her consistent play. I'm so happy we got her back next year, and I'm sure she'll only continue to develop her game. She had one defensive save for us this year, but made a much greater impact than the stats show. This year's Most Improved, Evan O'Neill. Our next award is our Unsung Hero Award. The Unsung Hero Award is given out each year to a player whose stats don't always reflect the importance of the player and the role they play to ensure success of the program. This year's Unsung Hero is a girl who's given her heart and soul to Norwood field hockey over the past 4 years. She's a leader on and off the field and takes pride in helping her teammates reach their potential. She encourages those around her to work hard, which is one of the main reasons our team was so successful this fall. She left everything she had on the field at WPI on Saturday and has helped Norwood field hockey become a team people watch out for. Her speed, stick handling, and confidence are things you don't come across every day. It's been an absolute honor to watch her develop as a player, and we're going to miss her like crazy next year. A second-year TBL All-Star, a best-of-60 participant, she finishes this year with 1 defensive save, 6 goals, and 15 assists. Unsung Hero Award is Lindsay Rogers. And finally, our Most Valuable Player Award. The Most Valuable Player Award is given each year to a player whose impact and contributions were on full display each time she took the field this season. They say the comeback is always stronger than the setback, and man, did she prove that this fall. From the first day of preseason, you could tell she was dialed in and had big plans for the fall. Her speed, ability to find the net, stick work, and leadership earned her recognition not only from the league, but from coaches all over the state. She works hard, motivates those around her, and is the ultimate teammate. This fall, she had 8 hat tricks, set a new regular season scoring record with 37 goals, was a TBL All-Star, TBL League MVP, National Field Hockey Coaches Association Player of the Month for October, had both assists in the semifinal game as well as the assist in the state finals game, and as of today was selected to the National Field Hockey Coaches Association All-Region team for Massachusetts. Only 17 players from the state were selected. We're so lucky to have her coming back for one more season, and she finished this year, including the postseason, with 45 goals and 20 assists. Congratulations, MVP, Captain Shay Larkey.
Thank you, Coach. And again, congratulations to all of our student athletes and all of our teams on a fantastic fall. If you were awarded a letter jacket, please see us by the equipment room to make sure you get that, and have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks again.